I'm Tyler, your Remchuck, here to tell you
I'm disgusting, bro. And I generally stink like piss because I don't wash my hands. I piss on them. I piss on them. I piss on them.
Oilers Nation real life.
Full of piss. New pod, taking the piss. I piss on them.
I actually piss all over myself. The hands aren't even the problem.
Wow. Piss on them. Piss on them.
Oh, somebody drinking their own urine is totally plausible.
You can find a way to mix in a pee jar.
Full of piss on them.
Sometimes I don't even take it out. I just go.
I don't wash my hands. I piss on them. Piss on them.
I can't believe we're a company that can actually get away with running something like that.
But there's nothing vulgar about it.
No, it's just very piss forward.
Just sharing his passions.
Meat Watcher sent me an email.
Oh, he's the best.
Thursday, he made some new ones. So I'm going to star it so I don't forget it for next episode.
He's the best.
Yeah.
Meat Watcher, if you're listening to this, I need a new intro. BLTN, please. Thank you.
Real Life brought to you by Odd Company and the all new Nation beer. Crisp, clean lager, perfect for game day or any day. Enjoy it while you're sitting on the couch watching the big game. Enjoy it. When else could you enjoy it?
I'll tell you when I enjoyed it this weekend.
Yeah.
Yep.
Watching Edmonton destroy Vancouver with 2 delicious Nation beers while I was at it. Whew, those were about as enjoyable as it gets.
I had some Mountain Hot Tub Nation beers.
Ooh, that's an elite
That is
Nation
a
beer.
really
That
good
was
one.
a nice one. When are we going to go hang out there and watch a game?
We're getting it sorted out.
All right. Looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Which location?
Probably Richie, I think. Richie's had a good
On
TV
Happy Beer
setup.
Street.
That's the new
They
one,
have
right?
they have that whole like upstairs mezzanine.
Yeah.
I still haven't gone in there.
It's great. The
Yeah.
pizza's really good.
Yeah. Robust menu.
Highly recommend. Shout out to our friends at Odd Company, the all new Nation beer. Speaking of places you can enjoy a beer, did you guys see that Target in the US is going to start serving while you shop?
Roadies?
So you can go, and I saw an article, I think it's legit, but you can go in and they're also going to launch their own like signature margarita, but you can go in and get a beer at the Target bar.
Are they like trying to go like the Costco with hot dogs, but with cheap beers and marks?
Maybe, but you can go have a drink at Target and then do your shopping.
Seems like a insurance nightmare,
Yes,
does it
it's
not?
very, liability.
I like that. That's
Riddled.
where see my brain goes to like sick beers all like grocery shop. You guys are like insurance. This is
Well, I'm just thinking about like
business wise. I don't know if this is smart.
generally speaking, how do you get to Target?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you drive.
Yeah.
We'll just have
So you can have one,
yeah.
but then I don't know.
Well, like all of a sudden my shopping trips are 4 hours and I've
Yeah,
crushed
then
6 beers at the
exactly.
I
Target.
have to Uber home with all
Yeah.
my groceries.
And Target charges you for parking. It's a new revenue model.
Interesting.
Margins are down. They got to inflate them.
I don't know. I just thought it was cool. Enjoying a Nation beer. while
Would
you
I
do grocery
enjoy
shopping?
a drink while I'm grocery shopping? I mean, have I done it? I've probably done it on a vacation.
I don't know that I would, because like the approach to grocery shopping for me is I want to get in and out as quickly
Yes.
as possible.
Yes.
Yeah, that
There's
is fair.
no enjoyment from walking
Zero.
around in grocery shopping.
0.
I don't
like-
hate it.
But like you can honestly see yourself just wandering like slowly. I have a list, or at least the idea of a list. I'm in and I'm out.
Yeah, I'm definitely not like dawdling around, but
But like if you're having a beer, now you're dawdling.
Yeah. Hell yeah, you're dawdling.
yeah, but it's like a 20-minute
Open up a-
stop.
But
See, like if you're setting in the line at 20 minutes, I'm taking the under on my grocery store
Really?
experience.
I try to keep it under 20.
In and
Sometimes
out.
I like going down some of the aisles to see if I can get like inspiration for meals.
Something new.
Yeah.
You haven't.
Otherwise, I just end up buying the same stuff over and over.
That's what I'm a culprit of.
Me too.
Just the same meals every
Just
week.
very bland at home.
That's why I think, like,
yeah.
I got to
or
get those
Crawford.
ones where it's like they send you the meals so that I have more variety in what I eat.
I do like those.
I do too, but the thing I don't like about that is like, oh, this meal takes 20 minutes to make. The fuck it does.
Yeah, if you're like a
It's
chef.
45-minute minimum. Yeah, you need like 2 sous chefs if you want to
It's
do it
like
in 20 minutes.
It's like an activity. Like it's gonna eat up a chunk of your night.
Oh yeah, and so then I'm like, well, I gotta try to do this in the allotted time. So I try and do multiple steps at once.
I also find they create a lot of dishes because they're like, in this dish, start making this, and then on this pan, put this in, and it's like, man, it's like a full load on the.
and then you have like 400 dishes to clean after because you had to use a bunch of random things.
Yeah.
You didn't even know you had, and then
I think I'm more of like a seniors Meals on Wheels thing where they bring me the prepared meal and I
Yeah.
just have to heat it up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that would make sense.
That's where I need to be. I need to find that.
They just
service.
need like an all ages Meals on
Yeah.
Wheels.
I'm more of a get oodle
It's
noodle.
called it's called name your delivery app, but
Yeah. Get oodle noodle and just put it in a dish at my house. Don't eat it out of the box. And it's like, I kind of did something here.
well, actually,
Dumped it out.
leftover oodle noodle.
No, just the night of. just
I
take
love
your-
leftover oodle noodle. I love it fresh, but like leftover oodle noodle.
leftover oodle noodle, pop it in the air fryer for a little bit.
Yes,
Crisper up.
or make an omelet of it.
I'm making a call. One sec. Oodle
You can do this on the podcast.
No. Oodle noodle tonight? Question mark.
See?
Oh,
See what
System
kind of
works.
response we get there.
well, Amber's a smart lady.
Well, it is also, are you a war wonton soup guy? It is the season.
Oh, tis the sizz.
Ooh, I'm
Soup
not. I've
sizz.
never gotten the wonton soup.
I love our wontons.
The wonton soup is great at oodle noodle.
Mm-hmm.
War wonton, get a couple extra items in there. Whew, mama.
You know what's creeping up on us is
The nation vacation.
Yeah.
I'm stressed out about the 5-kilometer run
Why are you stressed?
because I can barely fucking walk up these stairs in our office.
That's why I'm glad that my roomie for this trip, we've already pre-negotiated that we will meet everybody for lunch.
I'm very happy. I'm that day. I'm going to feel great because once it's done, I'm going to feel good that I did it.
I'm gonna feel like I earned my beer.
Oh, I earned everything that night, and and when you feel like you've earned, like, 2 a.m. Taco Bell Cantina, like when it's earned, it tastes that much better. And you have that much more fun. But I'm going to be stiff for a week.
Are we rooming together?
You
I don't
guys
know,
are
are we?
together.
Are we?
You two are together, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Do you remember the last time we were roomies?
Just you and I?
Yeah, just the two of us.
Vancouver.
Oh yeah, Vancouver. Yeah.
When we joined Oilers Nation After
it
Dark
was
from the
very
street.
emotional. Yeah. Yeah, very emotional. We had some good street food. Yeah, we were in Vancouver for what, 23 hours?
Yeah, it was in and out.
Yeah, it was good. It
And we sat in our hotel room and ate the gross.
was a nice room.
Yeah, that was a really nice room. I think
Must
it
have-
had a jacuzzi.
Oh, did it? We
think
didn't use
so.
it.
A little tub time.
Tub time for the boys.
We asked if it fit too.
But
I
that
just want the normal tub or bust.
that was the last time we were roomies together. So, anyways, we'll wake each other up, do some stretching in the
We'll hold
room
each other
for the-
accountable.
yeah, for the
Hey, you know what?
5K.
Probably should stretch. If
Yeah.
there ever was going to be an
Mhm.
Achilles
Do
episode
you
of
think
my
they'll
life.
let me bring my Theragun on the plane? Can I pack that?
Oh, you got Theragun? Those things
Yeah.
are legit.
Yeah, it's nice.
I need one. I'm back issues again.
But weren't you saying out there you don't know why?
Yeah, it'd be way less embarrassing if I had an idea why I have a back issue going on right now. I just imagine I slept weird.
Oh, yeah.
But I also thought it was funny that going back to the nation vacation, that Rick specifically asked to be my roomie this time. Because did we stick him with randos the last couple of times we left? I feel like we did.
Oh, he might have in Seattle.
Yeah, but
Or no.
Arizona, you guys were together.
No,
Who was Rick with? Who were you?
I was with Jay in
Yeah.
Arizona.
Oh yeah. So maybe we have just.
So I think we've just been sticking with Rick with whoever.
That's fair. Okay. I thought, okay. Well, I'm really looking forward to the 5K walk run.
I look forward to meeting you guys at lunch after.
Yeah, come meet us. It's a bit of a jaunt to get to the bar that it's at, but
Really?
I don't know. I just looked on a map and just looked at where it is in comparison to downtown Denver.
Perhaps if we're early risers, Rick and I will cheer you on from the sidelines.
Yeah, come. We'll be the ones that hand us the beer as we cross the finish line. I'm
think
excited
that's
for my hoodie.
I didn't do the hoodie package.
You're just there for the love of the game.
I know it's
yeah.
going to be the shittiest type of hoodie blank ever used, but it is mustard yellow. And it's going to be like the sub theme of the trip. Oh, you didn't run? Oh, you ran? Oh, yeah, I ran.
It's not going to be nice out.
Why? The forecast doesn't even go that far.
I know, but on the 25th, it's going to be only 4 degrees.
Buddy, that's balmy
Okay.
for us Canadians at that point.
Yeah.
It's going to be great.
Okay.
It's like 2 weeks away, essentially. 2 weeks from Friday, we leave.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like
It's hectic.
it's creeping up on us.
Average temperature in Denver, Colorado in December, late November, December ranges from +9 to -7.
I can live in both of those. I'm going to get my Ski Ninja as a base layer for the football game.
Those are pretty much the same temperature to me. I kind of operate on like once it gets below like 10 degrees, it feels the exact same to me until it's like -20. That's when the next range kicks in. I will wear.
Well, like, what are you going to do for the football game?
Probably just a hoodie and jeans.
Because it's still not flexed yet. So it's an evening game.
Yeah, they won't announce a flex until a week or closer to.
I know.
Right?
I'm just. But
When is the cutoff for those?
I think
they kind of do it like week of, don't they?
Yeah, I think it'd be like the Monday.
It's very cutthroat. Well,
no, because
they'd have to flex it to Sunday.
Yeah. I was gonna say they'll do it sometimes on a Monday if they're gonna just flex a Sunday early to a Sunday later.
And this is just if they deem that the matchup is shitty.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
they don't think people are
had to
going to
win
watch
last week. They didn't win last week because playoff hopes were back on the table.
And Denver's
a freaking.
Well,
they lost.
Yeah, they couldn't get that kickoff.
Well, because we know the league is assisting from afar the Chiefs, right?
Mhm.
That's the theory.
Yep.
Swifties can't keep them at bay.
It is true. Yeah.
Taylor
Swifty's
was
been
in the
on board
building.
for a year now.
Taylor was in the building.
She was.
Have you seen what the Chiefs' schedule is for the rest of the year?
No.
If the Bills don't beat them next week, they're going undefeated.
Okay.
They play the Bills and then they go Panthers, Raiders, Chargers, Browns, and then they do end the year by going with the Texans, and then they go Steelers, Broncos.
We
So the
match up
Texans
well
could beat them.
against KC.
Really?
Sure.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. You touched on it, drinking your nation beers and watching Edmonton beat Vancouver. Are the Canucks your favorite team to watch the Oilers beat now?
Yes, because the reaction from the fan base.
Nailed it.
Without question.
Like, I feel like Flames fans are so like beaten down right now that like when the Oilers win, it's like,
Even when they're good, Flames fans are they're annoying, but they're not that annoying.
It's still Leafs for me.
the Leafs.
It's still Leafs for me.
Yeah. I
For
can see that.
like the fact that they all think that Connor's going to be a Leaf.
Yeah, but I feel like that's kind of died now, hasn't it?
Nah, I don't think it is. Talking to Nick, the new guy, Nick.
New guy, Nick.
New guy, Nick talks about McDavid coming to the Leafs.
No.
He's like, I say it jokingly, but that's how we think. That's quoting Nick. New guy, Nick.
That's gross. I just love
So it's good. So I like when Connor goes to his hometown and flips off his home. Like,
I would love if on
His brethren.
Saturday he's got one of those in him.
It's also lining up for the storybook angle from his perspective, I suppose. 1,000 points in Toronto because he's 5 away.
engineered.
So what do we got? I think he hits it before that. You've got the Islanders and then Nashville and then Toronto.
Yeah.
I think he hits it before that.
I could see him just going 2-2 and then getting it in like the first period against the Leafs.
I think that he's starting to pick up a little bit.
Yeah,
and
the power play
it's
finally
just,
woke up.
I feel like once he picks up, it's not going to be, we're going to have a stretch of games here right away where he gets like 16 points in 3 games or something. And we're going to go, yeah, that's right. Because Quads and I tried a different thing on the websites. I know you guys did for a podcast. You did a crossover episode this weekend. We did it on the websites as well. I wrote at CA, and the reaction to my article at Canucks Army was, is McDavid done? And I go, let's relax here a little bit. There's only a matter of time before he blows up for a 3-4 point night. And then he went and put out 3 points that night.
Is McDavid done?
So we played this game on Oilers Nation Radio, Jay. This was granted before the weekend, so before his 3-point game, but we did predict when McDavid gets into the top 10 in scoring. So he was 90 something heading into that game. He's now 64th.
He jumped 30 spots.
Yeah. But he's still 8 points behind Mark Stone for 10th in league scoring. So some of the guesses, I said by December 10th, he'll be back in. Dan said December 23rd. Rick wasn't there.
Rick says tomorrow.
Yeah, Rick said
yeah. Liam said November 30th. BM said New Year's Day.
Okay, so how far right now is he out from 8 points?
Back, yeah.
Can you make up?
So now I would adjust my answer now probably.
Oh yeah, buddy.
3-point game. Yeah.
I will also say after the game on November 30th.
After the game,
Yeah,
on
I'll be
November.
very
So in Colorado.
drinking my earned beer.
Mhm.
I'm gonna do it before my eyes. Cale McCarr.
Yes.
Holy
He will be-
shit.
Yeah, he's 24 points in 15 games.
Wow.
Yeah, he's on pace for like 130 some points as a defenseman. It's crazy. He'll slow down eventually.
I mean, the math's got a math.
Same with Kaprasov is just on fire.
Yeah, 28 points in 15 games.
But what's his goals though? Doesn't he have just like an absurd goal total?
No, he's 9 and 19. The guy who's scoring a lot right now is Ovi.
Ovi's lighting it up.
Fuck, Ovi could do it this year, man.
He was on pace for
Imagine
58.
he does it this year.
He was on pace for 58 after his 2-goal game on the weekend.
So what's actually interesting is now that there's this sort of like sub race occurring where Ovi, he is now 31 goals back of Wayne, and he only has 47 less games than Wayne. So if he could score 31 in his next 47, he'll do it in the same number of games, maybe quicker. That's got to be a bit of a motivation for him, right?
Wow. But 31 goals in 47 games, that is an insane clip.
But he's already got 11 in his first, or 10 in his first 14.
I know. Wow. Caps are very interesting this year.
It's also, so I watched a couple of Capitals games over the last week or so. The Ovi minutes are remarkable how they use him now. Offensive zone, he basically just kind of floats around, and power play.
Yep. He's a specialist.
He is.
He is a specialist.
Shout out Dylan Strome's also on pace for like 130 points this year.
Dylan
Which
Strome
makes
found
sense.
himself. He's probably what's his contract? Like $5 million?
Oh, I think it's even less than that.
Like he signed for like 3.5, but I think that was a 1-year deal.
They extended him. I swear
They did. They had to. He's still there.
Oh, yep. Good point, Jay.
Yeah, that's kind of how that works.
Yeah, that's how contracts work. $5 million for 4 more this year and 3 more.
That's
Good for him.
That's high value.
Let's continue the hockey talk brought to you by our friends over at Sherwood Ford, the Giant. You like driving that new Ford F-150? The first of our truck talk videos is up now from that episode.
Oh, I gotta watch. I thought it was fun.
Yeah, it was good.
Huh.
Did you just drive around Sherwood Park?
Yeah, we just did a lap. Next time we should go pick up Liam. I think that'd be a fun.
Oh, we should. Yeah. We'll learn.
should
I
show
wanted
the
to
address
drive through too and stuff,
Yeah.
but we didn't have much time.
Yeah,
we were a little delayed getting set up, so we didn't have much time. So we only had to do like a 30-minute episode. But there's a new feature called Blue Cruise that I got to experience, which essentially allows me to become Tyler Yemchuk and eat whatever I want while I'm driving safely.
Oh, the Robo Driver?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got that in mind too. It's
You have that in yours?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And it's
Scary.
spooky.
I don't like it. It's like, so essentially if you got your cruise control out, and this might not be the same thing, but this is how it works in mine. Cruise control on, you press this button, and then all of a sudden the car is driving itself.
Yes.
You have to keep your hands on the wheel, but like it's correcting in corners at a different way than I would. It freaks me out. I don't like it.
Like it's style. I took my hands off the wheel.
Yeah. And Esky was like, you got to keep looking at the road.
You got to look at the road, but I was looking back. You got to keep looking at the road and it'll disengage.
Yeah.
Oh, so mine, if I take my hands off the wheel, it disengages.
Yeah, this one I could have my hands off.
Oh, so new upgrades.
Mm.
Yeah.
2025?
Yeah, we were driving a 2025.
Wow, my 2024 is a piece of shit now, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hockey talk.
Antimatter blue.
There you go, Jay. Not gray.
I kept wanting to say gray.
Yeah.
Even though it was clearly blue.
Were you guys all in on hashtag Fabro watch? Dun, dun.
I was after you were talking about it and then Zach was talking about it. I was like, probably not the answer, but definitely an upgrade, which I was subscribed to, but then, irrelevant.
Columbus.
Yeah.
I would have really liked him.
How much was his cap hit?
2.5.
So what, are they opening up some money to make some moves? Or they had someone they wanted to elevate?
Well, they can just move into Nashville.
Yeah.
I think Nashville healthy scratched them a bunch. He only played 10 games this year.
Oh.
So I think they were just trying to
they're
shake things
rebuilding
up.
now.
They got some young guys on the blue line that I think they wanted to elevate. So wanted to lose the cap hit for nothing. I'm surprised he's 26. I'm surprised no one took him in a trade. Like you'd think if they would have called Columbus and been like 6th round pick for him, Columbus would have been like, yeah, sure. But I mean, would assume
good work by Columbus. Free.
Columbus has a lot of defensemen now. They're my new team to watch as a trade target.
Who would you want to pick off of their roster?
Well, I do like Fabro. Provorov.
They're there. They just got him.
He's a pending UFA. Do you think he's going to resign?
Yeah, as a rental, I guess.
Yeah. He's a left shot, but he plays the right side.
Of course, just flip him on the opposite side.
Just flip him.
Flip him over there.
Flip him over. They have Severson, but he's got a ton of term left and a no trade clause. Fabro, Goodbranson, no. Jordan Harris is a lefty that plays the right side too. So they have like 4 guys on the right side right now. It's kind of clogged up. So, yeah.
But they're all lefties.
A couple of them are lefties that play the right side. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, the Fabro thing. I was stunned when I saw him on waivers.
Yeah, you mentioned it.
Yeah.
Well, Athanasiu was on waivers again too. Bring him back. Just kidding.
Benning?
Don't do that.
Reunite all the boys.
Well, Benning and McDavid are tight.
I brought up Matt Benning. So Jason Demers, who does ONE every Friday with me, he's working on Sharks broadcast this year. And I was like, hey, JD, Matt Benning, like, is that? And he like cut me off and was like, nope, not an NHL defenseman. Next. And I was like, okay, I'm not even gonna. So I have stopped bringing up Matt Benning. At first, I was like, he's familiar. Like, you bring him in, he eats a couple minutes for you.
Demers was that blunt about it?
Oh, yeah. He was like, nope, you guys need an NHL defenseman, and Matt Benning is not that. I was like,
Come on.
That's fair. He also has term on his deal. So there's also that.
Hmm.
Yeah. But beating the Canucks was fun.
Not just beating them,
Beating the shit out of them.
run through them.
There was that one Canucks fan before the game who posted Kevin Lankinen's like numbers and was like, the Canucks found another better goalie than Skinner for less than $1 million. It's hilarious. Then Lankinen gives up 7 goals and he looked like shit.
Yeah, he was like a 7-10 or something.
Yeah. But what did you guys make, speaking of goaltending? What did you make of Stu's little outburst at the end of the game?
I have no problems with it.
Really?
None.
I don't, but I also do kind of get the angle of like, he's clearly upset because his numbers got dinged.
Yeah,
And
but
it's
like
you won 7-3. Like, come on.
well, there's that, but like get some fire in the group. I think that they don't have enough like spiciness. So like I just embrace some
Compete.
conflict.
Yeah. I'm with
Embrace
you.
some conflict, like if it's coming from a good place and like, whatever.
Yeah, that's.
I think a lot of people put too much stock into NHL players yelling at each other.
I do think that's actually kind of fair. Yes.
I've yelled at my buddies about way stupider things than whatever he was mad at. I guarantee it. Like if I have to go through our Brad Pitt handsome rankings again with my friends and yell about it again, we will do that. And that is way dumber than whatever Stu was mad about. I promise.
It was a bit of a funny image. Like again, 7-3 Oilers, the final flashes up and they do the cut, hoping to see Skinner be like, yeah, he fucking just bangs his stick on the post and then like shoulders through the little handshake line. Like he had no time for any of it.
I don't mind it.
A calm cucumber like Stu, for him to be pissed, probably a good reason.
He's just channeling his inner Mike Smith. That's all.
He's getting into this. He's finally getting into his season.
Yeah.
He's got that fire.
Yeah, Mike Smith used to yell at people every other day.
He used to
Fine.
yell at everyone.
It's all good.
He would tell every one of his teammates off daily.
I actually think they should pay him to sit on the bench and yell at people.
Skinner does kind of look like Mike Smith now with the dark blue pads.
I think that's a
with the
great
pads?
set.
Yes.
Great kit.
Yeah.
Really, really like Stu's
Yeah.
kit this year.
Yeah. Super sharp.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote down like 6 things to talk about. We already talked about them. McDavid, 1,000 points. Fabro, Stu banging his stick. I love beating the Canucks. You can drink beer at Target one day. So,
Listen, I love the roadies at the airport from the Chili's. That makes sense. I'm on an adventure. I'm not driving anywhere.
The
needs to
Target
think
beer
about
is
this.
weird.
Target
It is
beer's
weird. I can't see how that is going to heighten my experience, because I want to get, and I see it. They want you to stay and feel cozier, and that's why I have a beer.
Yeah, and then you'll
Go through the aisles.
impulse buy.
Take your time. Go through all the aisles you don't normally go through. Maybe you'll buy something.
And I bet you the beers are going to be placed like where you get the beer. Target beer is going to be placed next to a bunch of just like knickknacks and trinkets and shit you'll only buy when you're having a Target beer.
maybe a shirt that says, I had a Target beer.
I came for groceries and I ended up with a beer. Target.
Yeah.
Kennedy everyone knows who Kennedy is. I don't have to explain who she is. She loves Target. Whenever we go on a nation vacation in the States,
I've never seen anything like
It's
it.
very interesting.
she will like Uber 30 minutes if that's how far
Yeah.
the closest Target,
Target is part of the destination on the vacation.
Yes, she has to go to every vacation. She has to go to a Target and she buys a bunch of random stuff.
Yeah.
I do like when she brings back random chip flavors though. There was those Taco Bell spits that she brought back out.
Oh, yeah.
They were lovely.
Yeah. The office was crushing those for a while.
Yeah. So I encourage
I
it.
didn't mind the flavor.
I like the
They
flavor.
were too salty, and I don't like sunflower seeds. Pumpkin seeds are better.
Hey man, I do love a good
I love pumpkin
seed.
seeds too. I don't know that better though.
Oh, they're better. You get more nut. There's more in there.
Yes. But like I'm a volume player.
Want to timestamp that one?
Yeah. There's more nut in your mouth, Tyler.
Now you made it weird. But like, well, what do you get? More seed.
in your mouth.
Well,
There's more to it.
well, the thing about
The prize is better.
there's no prize. You don't have to open up the chest. You just eat it.
Pumpkin seeds?
You
Oh,
just
you rocking
eat
the seedless ones or the huskless ones?
You just hammer through the husk?
You eat the entire thing.
What?
Who eats it like a sunflower seed?
Everyone.
I do.
No.
I do.
Oh, I crush. No, you crushed
That's
the whole.
disgusting.
Oh my god.
That's it. That would take it's all like stringy and shit.
It's not straight. They're fucking cooked and fried, bro. There's no stringiness.
Like it's chalky almost. Like,
Chalky. Have you tried it?
yes.
You eat the whole thing. You
That's
don't,
crazy.
BM?
I don't eat the whole thing.
You
No.
eat it like a sunflower seed.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes.
That is crazy to me.
Yeah. I
is
definitely eat like a
crazy to
sunflower
me.
seed.
I ate the whole thing.
Bro. Like those videos when
I
they
didn't
give
even
a
know
hippo
you
a
could.
watermelon.
I didn't even know you could.
You get way more fiber. You eat the seed, I imagine. The husk.
Husk, maybe.
I don't know. I've also seen someone raw dog eat a kiwi before, and like I can't subscribe to that either.
A
That's-
kiwi? I can
that's-
kind of, because it is a fruit.
It is, but skin and all,
Yeah, the fur.
not for me.
Yeah, yeah.
Again, that too, like almost the same as the pumpkin seed. I feel like you'd be chewing on it a lot.
It is. It's very bitter.
It's not. That's the whole thing. You don't like it. Like eating the whole sunflower seed. That doesn't make any sense.
It makes the exact same amount of sense as what you're doing.
The shell integrity are two different properties.
I'm gonna buy a bag of sunflower seeds on the way home. I'm gonna try.
Yeah, and eat the whole thing.
I'm gonna
I
go for
thought
it.
that was the only way.
No.
Google, how are you supposed to eat a pumpkin seed?
How do you eat?
I wish we could do a poll on this.
I mean, we probably
We could do.
I need Lehman's input on this.
Pumpkin seeds can be eaten raw, but taste especially delicious roasted.
Well,
That's not the
obviously,
question, though.
Yeah.
Yep.
Clearly roasted.
Are you supposed to eat the whole pumpkin seed?
There we go. Now we're
Plus,
talking.
not having to remove the shells before roasting them means that pumpkin seeds are a healthy snack. Unlike sunflower seeds, which have an outer shell you must remove before eating, you can pop a whole pumpkin seed in your mouth. You can. It says can.
Yeah, it should say you
Again.
should.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a full correct answer.
So I'm not crazy.
Yeah.
Do you think that putting up 7 against the Canucks, 6 even strength, kind of opens the floodgates a little bit, or at least hopefully?
I think so. I talked about that with DeBrusque today, and it was like, it's not just that they got a big win, and it's not just that they blew out a team, and it's not just that they beat the Canucks. Like, they did all of it. I feel like the power play, especially, it's like, okay, the swagger's back a little bit.
Had really good looks, even though they only scored the 1.
Yeah, the Draisaitl goal, like, that is kind of a power play goal.
I'm claiming it.
Yeah,
for
I
the
think we
vibes.
should. We should always say we should use our own percentage. Goals that we feel like are power play goal percentage.
I claim that one.
Yeah.
Strictly for the vibes.
Yeah, the vibe percentage,
Yeah, power play vibe percentage.
the PPV.
Mhm.
Okay.
But yeah, I thought the power play really woke up. I thought the depth pieces were good. Janmark.
Well,
We had a
that's one thing I
spicy
wanted.
argument in our ON radio.
He is a Janmark hater.
He is. Both he and Lehman.
I know. I have to go on that show with those two clowns
Mhm.
and have to defend Janmark.
So that night after Vancouver, you know, like the spreadsheet boys, they always release those charts about who's the most effective players.
Yeah.
Matthias Janmark was number 1 on the Oilers for efficiency in every metric and by a wide margin. So I put that in there and I just went Janmark elite.
And
And,
I
then
said-
Lehman was all over it. And then what you said,
Like,
something funny.
can you let it go? Like they think he's overpaid.
He
Oh
is.
my God. What's he on pace to do for points?
The 3-point performance was great. The
Anything
only-
north of 15 is gravy.
So the only thing that is bugging me is that turnover was atrocious.
Okay.
It was.
Okay, and it directly resulted in a goal against at
Sure.
a time when, and it was just like a bonehead play. Like we slowed it down to
He
the
had
end
all
of the
kinds
show.
of time.
Oh God, they slowed it down. Of course they have to. Yes. Yeah.
Like 3 different opportunities to do anything but what he did, and he would have not gotten in trouble. So I tweeted like, "That's a dumb play to make."
As did I.
Yeah. And then at the end of the game, people were replying to me being like, he had 3 points. You're an idiot. It's like, yeah, he had 2 points after the turnover. Like in the moment, the turnover.
Outscore
was
your
bad.
mistakes.
Sure. But in the moment, I'm not going to be like, boy, bad turnover. But I think Matthias Janmark of all people is going to outscore this problem.
But this is a body of work.
It
I
is a
feel like.
body of work. That's the thing. It takes one thing. The body of the work of the season of Janmark, especially in the playoffs, is beautiful.
I also would say your body of work in your Janmark hate was taken into account because you and I basically tweeted the exact same thing. I got none of that on my account.
Yeah, I definitely have a bit of a reputation now. But Janmark had a good game outside of that mistake.
Okay.
He did.
All right.
He's having an up and down start to the year.
Just can't give him the full positive comment.
Because he doesn't deserve it. The penalty kill sucks.
That's all on him? It's a collective suck.
Yeah. Everyone
Okay.
deserves blame for it.
Okay.
But he's a part of it. So you
Okay.
can't say he's having a good start to the year when he's on the penalty kill and the penalty kill stinks.
Okay. Our shooting percentage is low. Our power play sucks. Our goaltending isn't that good.
I think the goaltending's been fine.
In terms of a percentage on the season.
Yeah.
Not good. Power play, not good.
Actually,
So
the 5-on-5 save percentage is good.
It's 914 or something like that.
It's
Okay.
above league average.
Shout out D for the D.
So it's the penalty kill. Penalty kill's sinking everything right now. Our whole perception of this team is rooted in disgust for the penalty kill.
It's somehow gotten worse too. Like they go 1 for 2 or whatever Vancouver was, and it somehow brings them down even
We
further.
miss Warren Fogle and Ryan McLeod.
Didn't think you'd ever be saying that, eh?
Vinny Cece. That was a mailbag question actually this morning.
They're dead last in the NHL by 6%. Like, how is that possible?
Well, it's only downhill from there.
Or uphill, whichever
Well,
way.
yeah, whatever
whichever
way
way
you wanna
we need to go.
Upper is tough to get up the standings, but
Well, I feel then it is
Job gets
uphill.
easier.
It's a tough climb they got to get out of.
that's fair. It's fair. But Janmark, come on.
He's fine.
Okay.
What I like too is that on Saturday there was a handful of goal scorers that probably needed one that got something like the Arvidsson. That was just a snipe.
Yeah. Connor Brown getting 2.
Connor Brown getting 2. Nuge may never score again.
Podkolzin's never going to score for the Oilers. That was the revenge game. I had a same game parlay. Oilers puck line. Connor 2+ points. Podkolzin goal.
Brett Kulak, offensive dynamo.
4 goals on the year for Brett Kulak.
They calling him Makar, the poor man's Makar. That's what
Corey
I read.
Perry with another one.
Yeah, Stoney Makar.
Corey Perry with another one, quietly having a solid start to the season.
Corey Perry shutting up all his haters.
Brett Kulak has goals in back-to-back games. Just as many goals as Connor on the year. His career high in goals is 6. He's going to crush it.
I hope so.
Well,
he's pacing.
He could also go like 60 games without
he
a
could go
goal.
quiet. He could go quiet.
He's just so quietly good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good skater.
Averaging
Go up, down in the lineup, wherever you need him.
averaging over 3 minutes more per game than he did last year.
Good.
Because we need it.
Need him.
He's shooting 19%.
Getting shots through.
Selective.
Only
shoot when you got a chance to score.
Yeah.
Well, he's getting shots through. He's the anti-boosh right now.
He's the only thing that's bringing our percentage to, well, it's not even respectable, but he's the positive to the percentage.
Yeah.
Because they're still, 6.5% shooting percentage at 5-on-5? Something like that.
It's moving in the right way, though. I went through a roller coaster during that Canucks game, and I tweeted when they went up 3-0. I was like, oh, this shooting percentage correction is beautiful. And then it was 3-2, and the Nuge play happened, and something else happened where they missed like a wide open look. And I tweeted, I was like, God damn it, spoke too soon.
6-9-2 now. So it's moving.
Then third period, 4 goals in like 5 minutes. That was crazy.
4 goals and 4.55 or whatever it was. I loved it.
It would have been nice
I
to be in
loved watching
building.
that barn empty out. I loved watching Captain Felton film the Let's Go Oilers chant to close out the game.
Why was he in the press box?
His old man organized tickets up there somehow.
You can just buy tickets to the Canucks press box?
Or his old man's got connections. I don't know how it works. Captain Felton, send me a message.
He's a captain, for
And then he
God's
wrote an
sakes.
article for us.
Yeah, he
If you're going
reached
to sit in
out.
the press box, you got to do that.
Yeah, that's right. That is a
Gotta work.
requirement.
He reached out and he just said, "Hey, this is happening. What do you think?" And I was open to it, and it turned out. Sorry, Captain. It turned out way better than I expected it to be honest. And
Well,
I
'cause
just
he's not a writer.
yeah, I just thought it turned out really well. He described the experience well. I like that he had a picture with Lance Kane in there.
Yeah.
Whole thing.
Lance Kane sat next to an Oilers fan someone who came from Slovakia because they wanted to watch the Oilers. And then the fan, I guess, said like, oh, they didn't have any Oilers stuff for me to buy. So Lance gave the guy his Western Conference champions hat.
That's a nation citizen right there.
That is,
Yep.
That is a good person right there.
Yeah. Good guy, Lance.
You got, we build it one by one,
Brick by brick.
brick by brick.
All right. I do have something I want to talk
There was
to you
also a
about.
jersey toss.
Yeah.
A couple. There was 2.
Fans are so...
Anyways,
That's
OJ
why. That's to answer your original question. That's why I love watching the Oilers stomp the Canucks and having an empty building with 10 minutes left.
Oh, what'd you make of Friedman saying the Canucks goal song's the best in the league?
It's arguably the worst in the league.
What is it again?
It's the one from the Breakfast Club. That's what I think about.
Oh, that's right. I love that song for one, but that makes me not like it.
But then Friedman in the intermission was tying it to the movie from like, that thing's got to be 40 years old by now.
It speaks to a generation. Great film. You've seen Breakfast Club.
Of course, it's a great movie.
Great. And that
that's
song
not a
at the
great
end,
goal.
fantastic.
Not a good goal song though.
I think it stinks. And it gives me PTSD to that comeback win in the playoffs.
Oh,
to
man.
be.
Oh, man.
Therefore-
that was a rough night.
We were
That was
also
a
talking
rough
about
night.
on Friday on Oilers Nation Radio. We were talking about, I had forgot about it until you brought it up, our exit plan for overtime in game 2, where we all huddled and said, okay, if the Canucks score, we are out immediately. But if the Oilers score, we got to chill. We got to wait.
Yeah.
Hang on. We got to be safe. Safety first, then friendship.
And remember we waited and then there was still that Canucks fan like 2 rows behind us and like over a bit who was still like yelling at us. It's like, bro, he was like with his daughter and was like yelling obscenities at us. Obscenities.
Mm-hmm.
What were you saying?
They're special people.
They're a spicy group. Okay. I got something else I want to talk about, but first we do need to step aside for a quick break. All right. Back on the show quickly for our friends at Bet365. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. You can download the app today and use the promo code NATION, NATION. Jay, you have been rolling with Vasily Podkolzin to score a goal. How many times do you think you've bet it this year?
7.
Do you think you should stop and it'll work as like a reverse jinx? I like him, but man,
it's
score.
like, what is going on? Like, clearly the books know what's up. They got him priced appropriately, plus 650. And look who he's playing with. And look at the chances he's getting.
Yeah, he's getting
It's like insanity.
Grade A looks. Yeah.
Like, oh man, like he's going to hit the floodgates and then that value is going to go down. So I wanted to at least cash it once when it's that high. So maybe just keeping parlaying it with a money line win.
Did you come out ahead on the game Saturday, or was that your only bet?
that was, oh, I also just did a puck line bet. Thankfully.
Oh, that's nice.
Thankfully. So I came out ahead on the day.
So there's nothing better than when the game starts to go the way it does, and you're like, I just need a couple more legs on the same gamer. So I had McDavid 2+ points, Zach Hyman 3+ shots, and Oilers money line. So I'd already gotten the Oilers money line thanks to the early payout.
Love the early payout.
You're good.
Love the early payout.
And then on that power play, it was a shot from the point that Hyman whacked the rebound, and then it went right to McDavid, and McDavid scored. So like I was sitting there and I was watching the game with a buddy. I was like, okay, we need one more Hyman shot, one more McDavid point. And like right off the bat in the power play, it was like ding, ding, ding. Oh my God, night's made. Cash it.
That's why I personally find it makes the little details of sports a little bit more enjoyable.
Yeah.
Because you're chasing the most weirdest things.
I had 2 that worked out really nicely for me on Saturday. Was I put 1 point Connor, 1 point Leon, 1 point Hyman as a parlay. They hit that on the first goal. So I started off nicely. And then I was just like, he's due. Victor Arvidsson, I'm going to throw some shekels on that. And that was a plus 300. That's a nice one.
Spicy.
And what I did lose, though, was I had a Connor anytime goal.
Connor?
Oh, no, he did. Sorry, I hit that one too. I had 2 goals. I had Connor anytime goal and Connor 2+ goals.
The only thing I missed was Hyman 2 goals, or Hyman 1 goal. I had him as
where I got smoked was yesterday. I like football betting. I don't know that
Football
I should be doing
is
it.
very hard to bet on right now.
I just like, I don't know if you watched the Vikings game yesterday, but that was a disaster.
It was an awful game.
Sam Darnold is a double agent, and
Yes.
he ruined a parlay I had all over the place. All I needed was 1 touchdown, and I needed Justin Jefferson to hit 50 yards, which for him is nothing. 48 yards, no touchdowns, 3 interceptions. What is this?
They
What is
had,
this?
there was a point in the game where the Vikings had taken more snaps
In the red zone.
in the red zone than the Jags had the whole game.
The
and
whole
the Jags
game.
were winning.
Yep.
Yeah, that was bad. That was really
Although I
bad.
did win some money on the Bills,
But yeah, we did our
James Cook.
money line.
plus the money line. That was nice.
Yeah.
And then I just did James Cook, the rush yards. That was also nice.
I live bet. I did a little live bet on the Lions last night too.
Did you?
But I kind of took the
For over 4 interceptions for Jared Goff.
He couldn't even let Sam Darnold have his day.
So they were down by a ton at the half, and I didn't take them to win, but I took their halftime point over under because I was like, listen, this Giants team is just going to start heaving the ball down the field and like they will get points. So I did that. And then at the end of the game, I was like, oh, if I would have just taken that amount of money and bet it on their money line, I would have been a rich man. Probably wouldn't have came into work today, but here I am.
Pumpkin seeds for everybody.
Yeah. I would have just been
Full shell.
throwing them around.
Throwing them around.
Yep.
One for you, one for you.
Jay can have the seeds that we're done with or the shells that we're done
Give
with.
me the shells.
Speaking of football, in our office pool, you are dead last.
Yeah, I don't really check it.
You want to make a trade?
I don't care.
I tried to make a trade and you wanted value. He's last place.
I don't like this league.
Yeah,
I'm doing good in the real life pool. I'm in too many leagues is the problem.
I'm in too many. I can't even. It's so hard.
So then like the problem is when you're in too many leagues, you have to not care about some of them. But I'm about to be 7-3 in this in the real life league.
Well, you're 1-7 or 1-8 in the other league.
Yeah, whatever.
Ty Conklin.
You know what? That's because you picked that name.
Yeah, I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
Because I picked the tight end, Ty Conklin, and then I dropped him in like week 1, but then I just didn't change my name.
I don't understand betting on football. It is so hard.
There's a lot of upsets.
A lot of things that you think are going to happen or just don't happen.
I've gotten screwed back-to-back weeks by the Saints. Last week, I had them on the money line to finish off a big parlay. They're the only leg that lost. They lost to the Panthers. So this week, I'm like, well, the Saints suck. They fired their coach. No way the Falcons lose this one. And then the Saints win. It's like
They're all over the map.
that kicker missed like 3 kicks. It was ridiculous.
Destiny.
Betting on football is hard. There you go. That's some football and hockey talk for our friends at Bet365.
One more thing for Bet365.
Yeah.
Do you find it weird that the Oilers Cup odds really haven't moved?
I feel like
It's because they know something.
My theory is that they know it, like the Oilers did it last year. So if they move the line, everyone's just going to bet on it. Like I think the public money is pushing that in a direction, but they're still plus 800. Them and the Panthers tied for the lead. Then the Jets.
Well, the Jets are.
Jets
what is
are
going on in Winnipeg?
Red hot.
First team in NHL. Am I getting this right? First team in NHL history. 14 wins. The first team, 15 games.
You are getting that right.
That is nuts.
It's crazy.
That is a heater.
I'm happy for the people in Winnipeg.
They've got nothing else.
There's very few markets in Canada I can send my love and support to.
Even though they swept us that one time.
I was happy for the people.
Not the team.
I was very mad at myself and disappointed in our people. Or
Yes.
sorry, I shouldn't say disappointed in our people. Sad for our people.
Yes, agreed.
Should we talk about our new best friend?
Jeff Merrick?
Yeah.
Yeah, we absolutely should.
Yeah.
Great guy.
I'm surprised you didn't have that on your topic list.
I should have.
He was on your
First
show the
episode
other day.
since he announced he's joining the Nation Network.
Cool day.
That shot of him putting the hat on at the end was sick.
And then just like, so there was the launch video where he puts the Nation Network hat on. Get rid of the suits. Hat goes on.
Yep.
Tattoos are out.
I love that, by the way. Because when you just watch him on Sportsnet, you would have never guessed that he's got the
No,
tats
he's-
and all
he's
that.
a shirt and tie guy.
He's fully. I'd love to know like how many people know that. Like if you really follow Jeff, you know that.
Yeah.
But if you just kind of like watch him as just like a television person,
Yeah, he's a shirt and
you
tie
would
guy.
never. Yeah, you would never know it.
But then he pops on your show on Oilers Nation every day wearing a Nation Network hoodie.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was just a really cool day. The whole thing and just the information he gave you on your show, I thought it was wonderful.
Yeah. And I mean, behind the scenes, he's been just a treat so far.
Not
It's
to
wild. It's wild. The whole like we had like this all fell in our lap like super late October, and just crazy to think that we could be his next home.
not to get too inside baseball, but he also wrote a note to the staff.
Yes.
And
Some
just
of the lines in there were like beautiful.
what a
Oh, it
lovely,
was so well written.
What a lovely piece of content to write to all. Like I heard from a lot of people about it, and just it was a really lovely read.
I called him the next morning and just said, hey, just like yesterday was amazing. You know, the way you collaborate with our team was amazing. And then that note. And he's like, I felt I was so taken back by all the support that TNN has given me, they gave me yesterday. I could really feel the love. I just felt that I had to write something, and it was kind of like the least he could do. He was just inspired.
He's in the trenches.
He's in the trenches. Oh, he's in the trenches. He's trying to fight the good fight for us right now.
So I texted him and I was like, hey, like weekly hit on Owen every day. Like, do Tuesdays work for you? And he's like, I don't know about tomorrow. I'm going out on some sales calls. I'm like, that is unbelievable. And I was like, they're really putting you to work. It's like tomorrow's kind of like, in quotes, day one on the job.
He's, you know what? He's subscribing to our core values. He's pound the pavement.
Yep.
So
I'm excited to see that show.
The Sheet. Did you announce the date? Am I spoiling it if I announce the date? December 2nd is when we're targeting.
Yeah, we said December.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
You can go subscribe now, though.
Please subscribe now.
Get yourself ready.
And it's going on the Daily Face Off YouTube.
Daily Face Off YouTube.
So go subscribe to the Daily Face Off YouTube and then go subscribe to the Sheet wherever you get your podcast from. If you're a podcast listener.
Yeah.
Yep.
And stay tuned for a lot of Jeff. There's a lot of interesting things we're going to be doing with Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
He is, and I
didn't know he loves wrestling.
He loves wrestling. Anytime you meet, it's like watching, it's like just watching a television show or a podcast before your eyes when you just have a conversation with him. Because you'll be talking about something, and then he will have some crazy relevant story that he'll pull from God knows where, and then he'll tell you this amazing story.
Did you hear his hit on Owen every day last week?
No.
So comes on the show. We're talking about his origin story kind of thing, right? And he's like, oh, when I was a kid, my parents used to just drop me off at the Hockey Hall of Fame with a notebook. And then Liam just goes, I heard the Hockey Hall of Fame is haunted. And Jeff goes into this story about how back when it was a bank, there was a banker there who got caught having an affair and like hung herself in the bank. And she still haunts the hall to this day. So Jeff had a story for that, which was great.
That is a Jeff Merrick encounter.
He's a raconteur, if you will.
I don't know what that means, but sure.
Storyteller.
Oh, yep. I get that vibe. Shout out Jeff Merrick.
Yeah. And we have a call with him tomorrow?
I don't know.
Sales call.
Oh, sales call.
I don't know.
I do not know. I've not been invited.
I haven't been invited.
So maybe it was one today that I missed. Anyways, very exciting.
Yeah. I text him and I was like, hey, how was like your week? He was in Erie for his kids hockey tournament. I was like, hey, how was the weekend? Like, let's talk about doing something this week. And he replied with like pictures of his kid. He's like, my weekend was great. And it was like, man, what a nice open way to like have a conversation with someone. It's a breath of fresh air. He's been great. Yeah. Anything else, guys? Oh, got to give some love. Nationgear.ca are For the Love of the Game shirts teaming up. And
we'll have ours tomorrow.
Oh, they're coming in?
Yep.
Oh, perfect.
Giddy up. Crew neck. They're nice. Katie did a great job.
Yep,
yes.
She did. Supporting Jasper Bears Hockey, Jasper Minor Hockey Association. All of Jasper Minor Sports had their president on ONE last week, and she kind of outlined some of the challenges that they're going through and why we're doing this or why they need the support. So again, Nation citizens always step up and deliver for stuff like this. If you don't want to buy a shirt, you can also just hit the link and donate at nationgear.ca. What's this other thing we have on there? Oh, that's a barn burner thing. What do they do?
They're doing a fundraiser.
Whoa.
They're very...
Yeah, that's...
Their community support down there. It's a shame they're Flames fans because they're really good people.
Can't hold that against
them. They're really good humans, but they got poor choices.
Also, Pinder's got a football show. It's on Thursdays.
He does. Saving Thursdays. Check it out on
with Tyson
Cole from Canucks Army.
I didn't watch the whole thing on Thursday, but I watched a little bit of it. It's fun. Anything with Pinder's fun.
Pinder's a hoot. Tyson knows his stuff. So check out the Canada Sports Betting YouTube page.
We always share it on the Daily Face Off channels as well.
Excellent.
Saving Thursdays.
My eye's been twitching all day.
You want me to poke
tired?
So my eye's been twitching all day, and I Googled what it could be a symptom of.
Oh,
death,
geez.
probably.
Yeah.
So this is going to be my last episode of the
yeah, probably.
podcast.
Always search online immediately.
Yeah. Google has all the answers you need for your own personal health, and I recommend you take them very literally.
I also might just end up like whatever. I've been cutting myself a lot recently.
Okay. Want to unpack that? Okay.
Just because it feels good?
I got drunk at a Halloween party a couple weekends ago. And I got home and I was like, I really want this baguette I had sitting. And I cut myself with the bread knife. And of course, blood's thin. So it was just everywhere. And then I cut my finger on the same knife over this weekend.
Same baguette?
No, because someone in my house, I will not name names, put the bread knife in the dishwasher with the pointy side up and then put it next to all the cups were around it. So I was unloading the dishwasher and just reached in to go grab a cup, and like
That's like a booby trap.
the serrated bread knife just went like one of the spikes just right into my finger. So anyways, I'm going to get to the bottom of whoever loaded the dishwasher that way.
So always wear gloves.
Yep.
Pretty much walk around my house with hockey gloves now. Because
This is the punishment you get for making that certain someone wash the baseboards.
Yeah, there's some kind of poetic justice there. Isn't
Out
there?
of that,
Yeah, it's a
Maybe.
karmic incident.
Yeah, so that's what I've been going through recently. Got my eye twitching, my fingers are all cut up. It's tough. I'm assuming you have another call to get to at 3:00, right?
Perhaps.
Yeah, we started late as well, but
I said it'd be 10 minutes. I was 30.
that's okay.
I was also late.
Yeah, I was sitting in this chair just waiting, like a kid sitting on the step. Dad said he was going to take me fishing, never showed up.
My grandpa, when he used to be ready to go somewhere, he would go sit in the car and he could be in there for hours. He would just sit there and wait.
If he's ready to go, he will do everything he can to be.
That's right.
I like that. That's a good way to live.
Something peaceful about that.
Yeah. All right. Anyways, Jasper shirt up at nationgear.ca. I think that's what we were talking about.
Countdown's on till the nation vacation.
Countdown's on till the nation vacation.
And
Amber
stay tuned because we might be launching a second one.
I've heard the rumblings and it makes me very excited.
So if you weren't able to attend this one and you feel like you're missing out, well,
Which
you
you
are.
are.
And we're going to create a lot of content to make you feel like you are.
Mhm.
But it's because it's such a hoot.
I want to buy or see if I can acquire before we leave for Denver a GoPro to strap on Waz.
Oh, and do like a time lapse of like a day in the life of Waz.
Who knows where he's going to end up?
Yeah.
Well, and I also want it'd be good for when we do the run.
Oh, yeah.
So
Is
we
he
can
doing
do-
it?
Yeah, because it's a game. It could be a running game day segment.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
keys to
told
victory.
him like as part of his deal of coming, he has to attend the run.
I'm sure he was pumped on it.
Yeah.
We should definitely get a GoPro to strap on Waz. He is fascinating on these nation vacations. He's the wind. He's everywhere and he's nowhere.
Also, potential wild card on the trip is our youngest staff member. Eli's coming.
Hmm.
And I think he's like 21. He might not even be 21.
We're really gonna find out about him.
We are.
Yeah.
We should make him and Waz room together.
I think they are.
Oh,
Aren't they?
perfect.
It's kind of like your what is it, rite of passage or no? What's
Sure.
is
An
that
initiation.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
your initiation. First nation vacation, you got a room with Waz.
Yeah.
That's fair. All right. That's a wrap. Shout out to Odd Company, Nation Gear, Bet365, Sherwood Ford, The Giant, and Oodle Noodle. We'll be back on Thursday when Chalmers promised he'd be here.
Liar.
So, there you go. Bye-bye.
What's up, Nation citizens? If you like that video, then you need to be subscribed to the Oilers Nation YouTube. Podcasts, live shows, exclusive interviews, and analysis. Everything you need from your favorite voices at Oilers Nation. And you don't want to miss any of it, so hammer that subscribe button.